Musical icon Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, often called the King of Rock and Roll, remains one of the most influential and iconic figures in the history of popular music. Born on January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi, Elvis came from humble beginnings. His rise to fame not only transformed the music industry, but also helped shape modern pop culture. Elvis's early life was marked by financial struggle. Raised in a close-knit working-class family, he grew up absorbing a diverse range of musical influences, from gospel in church to the blues and country music popular in the South. His family moved to Memphis, Tennessee when he was 13, and it was there that Elvis's love for music deepened. He frequently visited Beale Street, the heart of the Memphis blues scene, where he soaked in the sounds of African-American rhythm and blues. These experiences would profoundly shape his musical style. In 1953, Elvis recorded a song for his mother at Sun Studio in Memphis. The owner, Sam Phillips, took notice of his talent and later paired him with musicians Scotty Moore and Bill Black. This collaboration produced a raw, energetic sound that blended country, rhythm and blues, and gospel, eventually becoming known as rockabilly, a precursor to rock and roll. In 1956, Elvis's career exploded with the release of his first major single, Heartbreak Hotel. His raw charisma, unique voice, and dynamic stage presence captivated audiences across the United States. He combined elements of black rhythm and blues with country and pop, creating a new and electrifying sound. Elvis's appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show that same year cemented his status as a national sensation. His swiveling hips and sexually charged performances were both thrilling and controversial, challenging conservative norms and shocking mainstream America. Yet his music resonated with the youth, who saw him as a symbol of rebellion and freedom. Hits like Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, and Love Me Tender followed in rapid succession, solidifying his position as the face of a new musical revolution. By the late 1950s, Elvis was not just a pop star, but a cultural phenomenon. In 1958, at the height of his fame, Elvis was drafted into the U.S. Army. Though many feared his career would fade during his two-year stint, Elvis's popularity only grew. His return from military service in 1960 was met with great fanfare, and he quickly resumed his music and film career. The 1960s saw Elvis making a series of Hollywood movies, often accompanied by soundtracks. While many of these films were commercially successful, critics saw them as formulaic and limiting for an artist of his talent. During this time, his music took a back seat, and the rock and roll sound he helped pioneer began to evolve with the arrival of new artists and bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Elvis reclaimed his musical legacy with a legendary performance in the 1968 television special, commonly referred to as the Comeback Special. Dressed in black leather, he delivered electrifying performances that reminded the world of his raw talent and stage magnetism. This marked a turning point in his career, revitalizing his image and leading to a new era of musical success. In the early 1970s, Elvis became a fixture in Las Vegas, performing sold-out shows at the International Hotel. He embraced a more elaborate, theatrical stage persona, complete with jumpsuits, capes, and a powerful orchestral sound. Songs like Suspicious Minds and Burning Love were hits during this period, and Elvis once again proved his ability to captivate audiences. Despite his public success, Elvis's personal life was plagued by difficulties. He struggled with prescription drug addiction, which led to health issues, and his marriage to Priscilla Presley ended in divorce in 1973. By the mid-1970s, Elvis' health had begun to decline, and his performances became more erratic. Elvis Presley died on August 16, 1977, at his Graceland home in Memphis at the age of 42. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy has endured. He left behind a monumental body of work, having recorded over 600 songs and starring in more than 30 films. Elvis's influence on music is immeasurable. His fusion of genres paved the way for modern rock, pop, and even hip-hop. Artists from all walks of life, from the Beatles to Michael Jackson, have cited him as an inspiration. Elvis's impact on American society went beyond music. He broke racial barriers by popularizing African-American music for white audiences during a time of deep segregation in the U.S. His provocative image also challenged social norms, contributing to the emerging counterculture of the 1960s. While Elvis was at times criticized for his appropriation of Black musical traditions, he also gave credit to the African-American artists who inspired him, helping to bridge cultural divides. His status as a pop culture icon remains undiminished. Graceland, his Memphis home, has become a shrine for millions of fans worldwide, and his image continues to inspire new generations. Even today, he is one of the best-selling solo artists in music history, and his songs such as Jailhouse Rock, Can't Help Falling in Love, and Blue Suede Shoes continue to be celebrated. Elvis Presley wasn't just the king of rock and roll. He was a transformative figure whose influence extended beyond music into fashion, film, and even social change. From his revolutionary sound and unmistakable voice to his captivating stage presence and cultural impact, Elvis Presley remains a symbol of the enduring power of music to transcend time, genres, and generations.
Thank you for listening to History Videos 101. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us